Welcome to a brand new episode of Girl, Geek, and Gay, the show that really leans into the placebo effect.
Fuck you.
I'm Jose. With me is the lovely Jaime.
Hi.
And the beautiful Stephanie.
Hello.
So, Marvel is finally back with another movie.
Yes. The Marvels.
The Marvels.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so I'll let you start.
Well, Stephanie didn't see it, but she's okay talking about spoilers, so we're gonna talk about spoilers for the Marvels.
And feel free to ask any questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I don't want to, even with the recaps, I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah. I think that the most important part, or the most interesting part you might have learned about, which was Monica Rambeau, who's Spectrum, where she gets her powers in WandaVision. So that was probably the most interesting part, because unfortunately Miss Marvel to me was a huge letdown, and we talked about that in the past. I really like the character. I really like the comic book version of her. I understand now why they made her the way she is in this. Her powers are different now. In the comic book, she has stretching powers. In the series, she has what's called hard light.
I was trying not to ding it on the stretching, but
oh my god! So it and some of her power ability, like, it works in a similar way. Like, she creates like an arm that stretches with her hard light. You know, I still don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand why they did it now because of the Marvels. It was a way to tie in Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Spectrum all together.
Why did I think her name was Photon?
It's not Photon. Maybe it's Photon. I thought it was Spectrum.
You might be right.
I don't think they actually even said.
They don't give her.
They didn't give her a name. That's the Monica Rambeau character. Yeah. Okay, so I like the movie. I think it's been one of the better things that we've gotten from Marvel in recent times. But I still did feel a little underwhelmed with Brie Larson. I'm not a fan. Like, absolutely not a fan of Brie Larson. And I want to be, because she's Captain Marvel. But I did feel like she was probably the worst part of the movie, but being the main character, or being the main character of the movie, it kind of maybe only got balanced out by Kamala Khan. I don't remember Kamala Khan. Photon? Yeah. She was. They decided her name was Photon in the movie. At what point?
I don't think they called her Photon. But I'm saying, like,
Are you sure? Because in Marvel Snap, they just made a Spectrum card, and her name is Spectrum in the card. It's not card Photon. It could be. Maybe you're right. Okay. Photon, Spectrum. We're not sure, or according to Jose, Jose sure, according to Google. So what is Miss Marvel's name? The actress.
Iman Vellani.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I personally, I feel like she carried the movie. I feel like the actress who played Monica Rambeau was good, and she did what she was meant to do in the movie. But Brie Larson kind of just brought the movie, I don't know, to more like okay state as opposed to like a really good state for me.
Brie is like your Ezra.
Yeah. Not as crazy. More like a Kristen Stewart, like,
gotcha.
I feel like she doesn't, like, for example, she played, Evie Adams from in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which I thought she fit the role really well because she was very stoic, very, very like, very serious the whole time in the movie. And it made sense for Scott Pilgrim, but when she's been in Captain Marvel and then now the Marvels, she's just so boring to me. So boring to me. And I can't get into it because of her. I think, at least that's my comment about her.
But that's not just her acting style?
Boring?
Or just kind of just, I feel like, what's the word? Don't say bird.
Damn
wow.
Damn it. I should have said the bird. Didn't I do that to you the other day?
You did. That's why I said don't say it.
Yeah.
I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but
I think she's nonchalant.
that's the word I'm looking
Nonchalant.
for.
But when you read Captain Marvel comic book, she's not nonchalant.
Right. I just think that's just the actress.
Yeah.
Because what's the other?
Brie Larson. I mean,
No,
sorry.
no, no.
that-
She's in
Twilight.
Is she?
I don't know. Kristen Stewart. That's what. Or you mean just
Brie.
Jennifer Lawrence? Oh, another movie. Sorry, I
Yeah.
think another Brie Larson movie. I don't
I
know.
believe not a movie. United States of Terror.
Is it a
Tara?
show?
This is a show.
Okay.
Yeah. Where her mom had split personalities.
Okay.
And so she was pretty much nonchalant in that, and then in Scott Pilgrim. These are the only 3 things that I've seen her in.
Yeah.
I know she's in other movies and stuff, but yeah, no, I just felt like that's just how she acts.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, it was the same in Captain Marvel. Like when she first came out, I just don't like her. You know, like I want to like her. I want to like her, but I don't. You know, so that's what I felt was the problem with the movie. But because she was the main character, that's why I brought the movie to like good, okay, as opposed to great. What'd you think? Excuse me.
I saw you trying to squeeze that out.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I liked the way the directing of the movie was. The fight scenes were really cool. So they have all of them have similar powers, right? And what's going on is every time like their powers are entangled.
Right.
So whenever one of them uses like they use their powers at the same time, they'll swap. They'll
Right.
swap places. So that makes for some really cool fight scenes.
Yes.
You know, like just watching them when they finally get it together and learn how to work together.
Be a team.
And they can just swap places and, you know, like keep the fight going. The fact that they really did shy away from the Marvel fight formula, where it's just cut after cut after cut after cut, and you get to see these continuous shots.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't Remember her name. Nia DaCosta, I think her name. The
Villain? Oh.
The director and writer.
Okay.
I think she did a wonderful job with this movie. When it came to the story wise, I did find it a little
Meh.
like, yeah, it could have been better.
It was kind of a very Guardians of the Galaxy story.
Yeah, I could see that.
With Ronan. Like that story with Ronan, it was
Yeah.
like the Kree, you know how like they even had the same like a similar hammer situation, you know. Yeah, that's what it kind of was to me.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't have any problems with Brie Larson. I figured I know what to expect from her. She did. So I've never read a Captain Marvel comic. To me, that's the character that she's always played.
Yeah.
It fits
Yeah.
in what she's doing. There's nothing that like I could see in the first one because they kept telling her that she was very emotional, and I'm like, is she though? This one I thought it was fine. Like she did what she was gonna do. I didn't have any problems with her. Iman Vellani was adorable in
Yes,
this. Like,
yeah.
just how excited she would get.
Yeah.
She was so excitable to be part of the team.
Yeah,
right?
she brought so much life to the movie, you know,
Yeah.
and it kind of reminded me of that first episode of Miss Marvel that we both really enjoyed, you know, and just the energy that she just has, like, loved it. Like,
Yeah.
I see so much potential in that character because of her, you know, for sure.
Yeah, and one of the things that I really liked about this movie is that we got a story with these 3 characters who happen to be female, rather than this story about 3 female characters.
Yeah.
And I think that just made such a difference to me.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like there was one point where I realized like, oh, everyone here is a female, right?
yeah.
But it was never like shoved down your throat.
That's a
like,
good point.
Like there was never any like we gotta do this for the women, or you know, because
Yeah.
like a lot of times they'll do that cheesy things where they're just like, hey, remember we're all women.
Yeah.
None of us have penises here.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that they were all characters.
Yeah.
They were all characters first and foremost, and I think that just goes to show you how important it is to have these women writers
Yeah.
who can write a story about a character who happens to be a female. You know? Love that.
Yeah.
The writing the writing did have hits. I feel like the writing was fine. It was a story that was like, okay. You know, like I understand.
Yeah.
And I also like that they gave the villain real motivation.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so
I feel like they could have built on that
Oh, yeah,
a
very
bit
much so.
more, you know, because like we never had So in the movie, it's kind of said that Captain Marvel is quote unquote the Annihilator, right? Like she's a destroyer of a world, right? And we've never gotten that like in what we've seen of her. We've never gotten that she was like kind of a bad person or even an accidental bad person at one point. And they kind of did throw it in there into this movie maybe too quickly. You know, maybe it could have been like a flashback in the beginning and it would have made more sense for this movie. Because then that I felt like that would have solidified the story quite a bit more. I didn't believe that she was really a villain ever, or even maybe just looked as a bad person at one point. You know, it could have been more tied into that. Captain Marvel, sorry.
Yeah, she didn't seem like in the first movie.
In Captain Marvel, to me, no, she just seemed arrogant.
Well, she was on the bad side.
Because she didn't know, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm
that
like,
makes
but other
sense.
people perceived her as that.
No, because this is the planet where she was living on. These are the Kree. Like she was part of the Kree in Captain Marvel, so she was part of that group. What happens in this movie is she goes back to Hala, right?
Yes.
She goes back to Hala to destroy the Great Intelligence, which was the villain from the first movie.
Right.
And by doing that, she causes this civil war within Hala that then drains it of all of its resources. Like the Great Intelligence was basically keeping everything together there,
So
in harmony.
and I didn't put that together in my head.
They literally tell you that.
No, I heard the great intelligence part, but I didn't know how that related to the first movie until you said that right now.
Like there was a villain in the first movie.
Yeah, but also the villain in the first movie, the great intelligence, took on the form of the original Marvel, right? Like, so why not just have shown her as that great intelligence? You know, like I guess because to me in my head, it was just like something that they just kind of threw in there, even though it kind of related to the first movie.
Well, because she took on the form in her brain.
I get it. Yeah.
So we don't go back into her brain. Like she goes out and takes out the machine.
Yeah. But see, even in the flashbacks though, when she had flashbacks, they didn't really show that Marvel character. Or
there was no need to.
Well,
because she wasn't. That's not what she was trying to figure out.
No. I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is like, then okay, show that as the great intelligence and say, because I forgot. How long has it been since that movie came out? Captain Marvel came out. When did it come out?
5 or 6 years.
Okay, so it's been a while, right? I didn't put. Yeah, so I didn't put that together until you said that right now. That's who that was supposed to be. You know, because it's been some time. You know, so she literally has flashbacks in this movie. Because she has like some device that gives her flashbacks. Why not show
that was actually shown in the first movie as well?
That tool,
that device.
Fucking remember, yeah. You know, like, but it would have tied because they showed what's his name's character more than they showed the great intelligence.
Yeah. So I don't agree with that. Like, I don't feel like I need to be spoon fed things.
Then why'd have it at all? Then you know,
I've seen the first movie, so I know what happened there. I don't need a recap of the first movie.
But they did a recap of the first movie.
But when?
They did like a whole flashback sequence where she was wearing that thing on her head. She was laying in the bed and she was flashing back through like the whole memories of what happened in the first movie.
Yeah, I didn't need that.
But so they didn't need it, but then they didn't show the key part of why she was the Annihilator.
Because that didn't come around till later in the movie.
Okay.
So she doesn't see it herself as that.
I understand why you say that you don't need that, but for example, my sister who wants to get into Marvel recently.
And let's say they don't want to flash back, yeah.
Yeah, I think that little scene will be helpful for her.
So Adolfo said that scene would be helpful because I'm not sure if people can hear him, but
can't.
yeah. So Adolfo says that scene would be helpful to like somebody
someone
who's
that hasn't
not,
seen it?
Yeah, so somebody that hasn't seen anything of the movie.
But then that's like jumping into the middle of a book. Like for instance, when Avengers Endgame came out, there were a lot of people that were like, that movie sucked.
Oh, yeah.
Like that movie didn't explain anything. And it's like, there's 21 other movies that you have to watch to understand what happened in this movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Like of course you're going to think it sucks because you kind of just jumped in right here.
Yeah. But see, even somebody like me who's been actively, maybe again, I didn't like that movie though.
You didn't.
So,
and you've seen it once?
Yeah. Twice, maybe. I don't remember. enough times. I'm just saying, like, it would have made more sense as like a reminder that that's who that was supposed to be, as opposed to this giant head, which is what we saw as like in a dungeon, and it was just that giant head, and then it exploded. You know.
So, you call them hollow people, right?
What you call me?
The creatures.
No, the
Yeah.
great intelligence. Are they kind of like the timekeepers?
No.
The great intelligence was that being that she destroyed, but when she destroyed that being, it impacted the planet or the world that she was on, right?
Yeah. So the Kree are the people that she was with in the first movie, like that group of people, like
The mix
that,
of like blue and humans,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So those are the Kree, and
Right.
they all live in Hala. And the great intelligence is the machine that,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
right. What or what's?
I have to see the movie
Yeah,
to understand.
yeah.
Because I'm like, if they did like she destroyed that, so what happens?
It creates a civil war.
Yeah, so it basically creates a power vacuum.
Yeah,
And then you have people all vying for supremacy, and it creates a civil war that drains the world of its resources.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And it eventually dries out the ocean. It fucks up the atmosphere. The sun
the
starts
sun
dying.
starts falling apart. Yeah, Mercury's in retrograde.
You know, all the shit.
The moon's falling.
Everything. It's all shit.
Yeah,
But so the villain's plan in this was she was going from world to world, like worlds or planets that had significance to Captain Marvel, and she stole the atmosphere off of one. She was trying to steal the ocean off of another. Earth's sun,
yeah,
you know, to try to revitalize Hala.
Gotcha.
yeah. So she was taking all the resources to put them on Hala.
Got it.
Yeah. So I thought it was fun that the water planet that they had.
Oh
where-
yeah,
Yeah. So here, everyone
on this planet.
on this planet. What I didn't like was that everyone there was human, basically
Okay,
human looking,
yeah.
in a planet that is 99.6% water.
Water, yep.
And it's like, why does everybody look like regular humans?
yeah, and
like-
everybody existed apparently on this little
because I'm just like, how is
island.
the Prince Asian? You know.
Yeah,
But everybody in that, their language was song.
yeah. So they had to sing.
Everybody sings when they speak.
It was hilarious.
So
It
they're-
was hilarious.
Shouldn't they be like mermaid looking?
Yeah.
Like sirens
Something-
if they're
Yeah.
singing?
Well,
Something aquatic.
yeah.
Right.
It
Very
would have
much so.
made it would have made sense.
Yeah.
Yes. It was a really funny scene though. From the get go.
It was a fun scene.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like that part didn't make sense, but you know what? I'll allow it. You know, that's not how evolution works.
People were there was this one lady who was dying. She was cracking and
Oh my God.
making me crack up more.
That reminded me. Okay,
Uh,
one of the times you were complaining about somebody in the movie theater that was laughing so obnoxiously loud, and I think they were in mine this time.
it was you?
This guy just see. Okay, so there are certain scenes when you know there's a joke, but you didn't find the joke funny. There were scenes that had no joke in it, and this guy was.
Was the guy sitting next to me? Or no?
What?
No. We said one of the times that I was complaining,
I
right?
think so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you said he was sitting next to you.
Someone was
Okay.
sitting next to you
Yeah.
that could have picked a different spot but chose to be right next to
Yeah,
you.
sounds right.
Yeah, so I was thinking of you.
That was that
because
guy.
that guy was just so like constantly
Oh, no.
laughing at scenes that weren't even meant to be funny.
Yeah. Well, and it was kind of happening today, like with that girl. Like I loved her energy in a sense. But then it was like, okay, calm down. Calm down. Like at one point, like during the end, she was like, "Fuck Walt Disney" or some shit like that. And we're like, this was just a whole ass Disney movie.
Yeah.
We saw.
Right.
Like, you just saw. Like, what do you mean?
She's
You
like,
know?
I gave him my money,
Yeah.
but fuck him.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen more of that, like a
Yeah.
little more of the planets and the different cultures and all that.
Yeah. Slow it
But-
down right
but
there.
I also love the fact that the movie was only an hour and 45 minutes.
That's true. That's
love
true.
that. That was great.
I did feel like the beginning part of the movie though might have jumped forward too quickly for me. Like there was a point where Spectrum or Photon, like she ended up just back with somewhere. I don't know, like she just popped up out of nowhere again, even though like they had just teleported like a minute ago after using their powers, and then she just shows up like all casually with Nick Fury again. Maybe when they went to Kamala's family's house.
Yeah.
like it was just like too like on it, you know, like it was just like she's there, you know.
Okay, I have a question. I keep forgetting to ask. Who is she?
Who? Photon?
Photon.
She like what do you mean? In the comic books or?
She was in WandaVision.
No, I know she's in WandaVision, but who was she from that? Because she came back. What did they call it? You know, because after the snap happened,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then the people came back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So who was she?
Captain Marvel 1?
Did
The
you see that
first one? The
Yeah.
little girl.
She was the daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think she was the one who flew the jets with Marvel.
No,
Yeah.
that's
So I'm
her
like,
mom.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I was. From that point on, I've been so confused of who she was.
Yeah.
Like, who is she?
Yeah. So she was the daughter.
Got
Got
in
it.
trouble.
And this one they make it a point to connect her and Captain Marvel together more because she's calling her like Aunt Carol.
Yeah.
Because that's like the way
Right.
she saw her. So they do make more sense now. I know
Okay.
like just out of nowhere it would throw you off for sure. But no, they kind of tie them together. And by the way, I really liked the like the designs of the costumes and the character designs in general. Like they're really great. Like Photon's outfit, amazing when they finally revealed it.
Yeah.
And I mean all three of them. And like I really love Captain Marvel's. I mean, sorry, Miss Marvel's like new suit in this movie too is really great.
Okay. I agree with that.
Where the fuck was the mask? Is that what you're gonna say?
No. My problem with that was that we got a whole series explaining how she got her costume. Like, and
Miss Marvel,
and how like in pretty much like every 2 episodes she would get a different piece.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That she was able to build her costume and everything was coming
Yeah.
from such a place of love and like there was a reason for everything that she had.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like by the last episode, she has that whole costume complete, and the very next time we see her, she gets a new costume.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
it seems like a waste of time, but all right.
There were
cool.
some inconsistencies too, like with the costume situation where like Kamala was like in a costume and then she teleported and then she was like in street clothes and then she came back in street clothes and it's like, wait, why did she change costumes? It's almost like they were gonna do a reveal again, but then like why reveal it at all at a certain point? At least wait to the movie. I know.
I didn't
I
notice
noticed
it
that.
at least.
I fucking noticed that.
Of course, you would notice the outfit.
They were really good.
For Photon, she got her powers during WandaVision.
She got radiation poison.
Yeah,
No,
because she went through the hex.
Right.
Like she walked through it and like multiple times, I think.
Exactly. It started messing with her DNA and stuff. What exactly is her power?
They explained it in this movie very like intellectually, so it was a little hard to understand, but she can see the colors spectrum color
Okay.
spectrum, and she can also use it.
Okay.
She does lasers. But she can also like so because she can manipulate it, so
Yes.
she can also
Right.
make herself invisible and like be able
Well,
to
not invisible, but
travel through walls and stuff. She did-
intangible.
Oh, okay. But
So,
invisible too.
You can't be touched.
Right.
Did she turn
Yeah,
invisible?
because in the part where they were fighting, what's her name? The bad
Yeah.
woman.
I don't remember her name.
She was invisible, and that's how they caught her off guard because she was invisible. And then she popped out of nowhere, and then they hit her and she flew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she was invisible, and then she even came out like kind of like Kitty Pryde. She came out of the ground like at a certain point too.
Yeah.
Badass. It was badass. Like those scenes were really good. I like you're absolutely right. By the way, the fighting scenes, amazing. Like I really like those fighting scenes. Even the first one when they weren't used to all fighting. Like they showed the first scene where they weren't used to teleporting,
Right.
but they were all consistently doing something. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot, and then the family was involved at a certain point.
Yeah.
It was great.
What's funny is when I went to take my daughter to go see the Barbie movie, what you guys are describing is what they showed in the trailer.
Oh really?
So I feel like I
Saw
saw
the
the
movie.
movie.
That's
Well, there you go.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, it was only an hour and 45 minutes, so
Yeah.
yeah.
they could have put that all in the trailer.
Yeah. So towards the end, or at the end of this movie, okay. At the end of this movie,
Sound it out.
well, I'm trying to think if I should go the Flurkin direction or if I should get. I don't feel like Nick Fury needed to be in this movie. By the way,
No,
you know,
but like,
But isn't he
I love
in
Nick
almost
Fury.
everything though?
yeah.
yeah. Did
I
you
like
guys see
Nick
Secret
Fury.
Invasion?
No, did you see it?
Yeah.
Did this relate to?
No.
Oh, okay.
But
Because I thought I
just-
missed something.
No. Just Secret Invasion was a really good 2 episodes,
Was oh
and then like it just nosedived.
oh shit.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh, I didn't see it.
It
Yeah.
got bad.
Damn.
I
And
didn't
then,
get a chance to watch it.
do you guys mind spoilers?
No.
All right, so at some point, what the main villain was doing, he was collecting DNA from all of the Avengers so that he could have all of the powers, right? And Amelia Clark's character, who was
Khaleesi.
yeah,
Daenerys.
Oh,
Game of Thrones.
Game of, yeah,
she was in that.
yes,
Oh.
Yeah.
she plays the little
Daenerys. Huh? She-
Yeah.
yes.
oh.
So she plays the little girl from Captain Marvel 1, the little squirrel girl.
The little squirrel girl.
Scroll.
Oh.
So she
Scroll.
plays her. all
Oh, she
grown
was a
up.
scroll.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she ends up getting the powers, and it's so stupid how it's used because like she would throw a punch, and all of a sudden she has like the Hulk's arm, or like she's got like Captain Marvel's chest, or and like it looks stupid. And
So
but,
she was supposed to be a super
yeah,
scroll,
like she has all the powers of all the Avengers, and it's like
which is super scroll, right?
yeah,
like
sure.
this. Oh.
I was just like, this is stupid.
Oh.
It got so dumb.
Yeah.
It got so dumb.
Well, back
Sorry,
to the Marvels.
random tangent.
Yeah, I don't think Nick Fury needed to be in it, but he was good. He was funny, you know. The Flurkin thing was cute. I love kitties.
Yeah.
Kitties. It was
So
cute.
does Stephanie.
That is true.
Yeah. One big disappointment. Oh well. I don't.
You all right?
I'm just like, I don't like. Okay,
Do you
because there
need
was
some
things
time
that
alone?
no, there was like things that I really. I'm over here crying. No, there was things that I really liked about this movie, and then there's just things that like I didn't like the way the villain just like ended up just killing herself. You
Yeah.
know, like it was like, okay, like what did she do? Nothing. Like. Pling, you know, it was done. It was done. It was like, what was the point of all of this? And you just died, bitch.
Yeah, she just
you know?
Wakanda forever out of there.
No, okay, I wouldn't have said that, but she did. Oh yeah, and I guess it was just a way of giving Kamala both of the Bengals at the end of the day.
Yeah,
unnecessary.
and not just that, but it was to trap Photon in an alternate timeline.
Alternate timeline. So yeah, but again, so ultimately the villain like knew she was gonna kill herself
Sure.
to just cause a hole in the multiverse.
I think this goes back to Ms. Marvel because she died the exact same way as the villain and that died when she was trying to close the rift. Remember? Yeah, I don't either. It's stupid.
Well, yeah, totally.
Ms. Marvel's so bad.
It was bad. It started really good. Well, anyway, tangent. I hate Kate Bishop.
She didn't even do anything.
I know, but why the fuck was she in the movie?
Because of the Young Avengers.
But again, and I know, again, Kamala Khan's character, Miss Marvel, is the best part of this movie. Like she really made the movie. Her energy, her vibe. And at the end, they kind of make her like a Nick Fury, you know, like she's sitting in the darkness, and you see the bow and arrow. I'm like, fuck, it's Kate Bishop, and spoilers, and
You can hear it in the theater going,
Adolfo said you can hear in the theater going, yeah, because that's how it was me, like this bitch, and she kind of says, you know, hey, like she wants to start like an Avengers team or something like that. I don't fucking know what she said.
she just said,
anymore.
I'm starting a team.
She's starting
and I
a
want you
team.
to on it.
Yeah,
Kate Bishop is the
Hawkeye replacement.
Yeah.
Did you see Hawkeye?
No.
Oh, sorry. Double spoiler, triple spoilers.
It's fine. Like
Yeah.
I said,
Hawkeye wasn't good either. So
I was
you're not
kind of
missing
like,
much.
I enjoyed it more than you guys. And
I enjoyed
didn't
Jeremy
like it.
Reynolds. Yeah,
like
sorry.
I just after WandaVision, I just
Yeah.
was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I
get
can't
it.
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it.
I get it too. So yeah, we got that scene. That was an end credit scene, which was I was shooketh.
I know. That's why I was like, hold on, I got to talk about this.
Yes. At the end of the movie, Spectrum ends up in a different world because she basically, when Homegirl blew herself up, she created a rip in the multiverse, and so Photon goes to the other side of the multiverse or whatever it's supposed to be,
Well, yeah, to the other universe.
to the other universe, and she closes it up, and like it was such a cliche that too, like, oh well, I can only close it from this side, and so Spectrum ends up in a different world, in a different universe. We get it's her mom sitting in a chair next to her while she's in a hospital because she wakes up in a hospital. And then we get who we think is her mom, but it turns out it's not her mom, right? She stands up and reveals this really crazy costume. Do you know who the character is?
I think they called her Binary.
Binary. So I don't really know anything about Binary either, but it looks like a light manipulating like
Yeah.
character. But then we get an even crazier surprise in the in an X-Men. We get Hank McCoy from X2 to pop up on.
I don't think
this.
he was from X. Was he from X?
It was him. It was the
No, it wasn't he like Days of Future Past?
Days of
Because it's Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer. No, it said
Fraser.
It said X2 in the credits.
I remember seeing that, but I'm pretty sure.
No, he was X2. Because there was
Maybe. You
because
could
Days
be
of Future Past was a younger kid that wore glasses. Remember,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
became
you're
X-Men.
right.
So we got Kelsey Grammer as Beast, back in this Hank McCoy as Beast, back in this movie, and obviously he's CG, like all of them is CG. But now we're, I guess, officially X-Men.
Yeah. And he mentions Charles. Like,
Yeah,
That's exciting.
yeah.
Oh.
I love X-Men.
Yeah, it was honestly, it was like, like it was definitely that type of moment. It was definitely that type of moment. So yeah, it's crazy. What'd you feel?
that. Just the excitement. Because
Yeah.
I messaged you guys like, I need to talk about this right now. And I have no one to talk to.
Oh,
But it was really exciting because because they don't show you right away who it is. They just you see somebody, you kind of see a little blue out on their.
I knew when I saw
on
his
their arm.
ears.
Well, no, because first he walks by the
Yeah.
camera, so all you see is like his arm and like the lab coat.
Yeah,
Like so you see a little bit of blue and the lab coat, right? And then sure, like when they show more of it, it's like holy shit.
yeah. It's like
And like you did hear an audible gasp in the movie theater.
yeah, same.
Like definitely. It was like and I was like,
Yeah.
I know. I'm right there.
yeah, I set up in my chair and everything. Yeah, it's exciting, I honestly even thought though that was gonna be like the mom was gonna be Captain Marvel from that
Yeah. Kinda
from
like
the
in
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I mean, I it was exciting. I just don't know where we're gonna go with it,
Yeah.
So, and the after credits thing was just the cats, right?
Yeah. I told
Okay.
you it wasn't worth it wasn't worth
You said a
saying.
voice thing. I thought I was gonna hear somebody's voice.
That's a noise.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
What was it?
Cat purring.
Oh,
That was it.
kind of weird.
It was in relation to the Flurkins.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, slurping and then.
Ugh.
But like I took
makes
it as
sense
they
'cause
were
of the
throwing up
movie.
more people.
Oh yeah, they ate people at a certain point.
No, I know that. But
Yeah.
Oh, in the
in this
movie?
movie, yeah, it was.
I figured that's what they did. But
Yeah,
For once, the cats were eating people.
that's gross. Oh my god, he said for once the cats were eating people. That's gross. Just kidding. For me, because I'm gay.
Thank you for clarifying. I was just wondering.
Wasn't sure if you guys got it. Homo.
Yeah, so I enjoyed the movie.
Good.
I did. I didn't think I would.
Yeah.
So I really went in with very low expectations. I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
I considered canceling my ticket. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
It was good.
And I needed a good Marvel movie.
Yeah.
A
It was
good
fun.
superhero movie.
It was fun.
It was. It
Yeah.
was, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
I wanted something fun, even
Yeah.
though the story, because also, the way they save, because they do save Hala, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way they do it, Photon basically goes, "Hey, can't you jumpstart the sun?" And she goes, "Oh yeah,"
Duh.
and then like jumpstarts the sun,
Yeah.
and it's like super like you see her fly in and then you see her fly out, so it's like, well, I could have saved the whole movie, but.
It could have
All
saved
right,
Spectrum.
cool.
I mean, Photon.
Yeah. But we wouldn't have the X-Men, so.
Yeah. Overall, it was good though. So watch it soon.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
So.
Girl power. All right. Anything else, Sam?
No, I'm good.
Have a week.
Bye.
Bye.